In the name of Allah, dear students, our today's topic is reproduction in plantzz, class 7th. What is reproduction? Reproduction, the process by which all organisms produce young ones of their own kind. It is the process by which an organism produces young ones of its own kind. This is called reproduction. All living organisms on this earth show reproduction, whether they are plantas, whether they are animals, whether they are microorganisms, whether they are macroorganisms. Now, modes of reproduction or types of reproduction. There are two modes of reproduction, or there are two main types of reproduction. One is sexual type of reproduction. Sexual type of reproduction. It is that type of reproduction in which there is fusion of male and female gametes. In plantas, fusion of male and female, male gamete and female gamete give rise to seeds. Whereas in case of this animal world, animals, fusion of male and female gametes give rise to eggs, ovum, then the larva, then and then the offspring. Sexual mode of reproduction, as you see here, in case of plantas, there are two types of flowers here. This is one flower, this is another flower. This flower, as I show you, this flower is fertile one, and this flower is sterile flower. It does not produce seeds, it is sterile. And this is fertile flower. It is a flower of cucumber plant. Cucumber commonly we eat in dishes. This is cucumber. Here, if you see, here in this cucumber flower, inside this flower there is male pot and female pots, male reproductive pot and female reproductive pot. These male and female, these pots produce male gametes and female gametes, these two pots. And there it is a bisexual flower, not unisexual, because this flower produces both male, contains both male and female pots that produce male and female gametes. The fusion of these gametes, here the fusion of these gametes give rise to the fruit. That fruit bears seeds. This is sexual type of reproduction. Now the second type of reproduction, that is asexual type of reproduction. Asexual type of reproduction, this type of reproduction does not involve the fusion of male and female gametes. It does not involve male and female gametes. In plantas, some pots, i.e. roots, stem, branches, and sometimes leaves produce new plants, and such pots are called vegetative pots. Or sometimes the plant breaks, the organism breaks into two or more pots. That is the offspring. And this type of reproduction is called asexual type of reproduction. Almost all animals show sexual type of reproduction, whereas asexual type of reproduction is seen commonly in small organisms and commonly in case of plants. Here we see asexual type of reproduction. If we have grapevine, for example, grapevine, we cut a twig from grape and insert this twig into the soil, and after some days, during the month of March, April, and after some days, there is the formation of roots from that twig that is born into, that is under soil. And this asexual type of reproduction, there are various methods of asexual type of reproduction. Number one, that is fission. Number two, that is budding. Number three, that is fragmentation. Spore formation is fourth one. Regeneration, vegetative propagation. Today we will discuss only two or three modes of this type, asexual modes of reproduction. First, fission. What fission is? Fission, commonly in science, it is the breaking down smaller organisms, microorganisms, especially bacteria, and such like organisms, bacteria, viruses, these microorganisms, fungi. Most of the fission, it is the most common method of asexual reproduction, in which an organism divides into two or more than two organisms by breaking of cells. It may be multiple fission, binary fission, it may be multiple fission. Binary fission, here one cell breaks down into two, and in multiple fission, one cell breaks down into more than one, more than two. This type of reproduction fission is shown by bacteria and smaller and other smaller organisms. Now the second is budding. Yeast shows budding. Yeast shows budding. That the yeast that we use in common these bread making, these shows budding. What is a bud? A bud is a bulb-like structure that rises from the mother cell, and this structure, this bulb-like structure, with the passage of time, detaches from the parent mother cell and thus form new organism, new young one. This is commonly shown by yeast budding, process of budding. Now the third one is fragmentation. What is fragmentation? Fragmentation is rupturing, breaking. Fragmentation, this type of reproduction is shown by Spirogyra. What Spirogyra is? Spirogyra, in Kashmiri we call it hill. We call it hill. It is this Spirogyra. It is thread-like. It is thread-like alga. Thread-like threads are, these are thread-like plantas, algal plantas, and one thread, one algal plant breaks down into more than one fragmentus, and these fragmentus form new plantas. This is our today's topic, is because we have less time, and so thanks for today. Thanks a lot.